In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a pin on the chessboard. A pin refers to a position where one of your pieces is restricting the movement of the defending piece in fear of losing a more valuable piece or even the king right behind it. So if we look at this position, the rook is right here and is attacking both the queen and the king at the same time. Even though if the rook doesn't see the king, the queen cannot move out of the way because its movement is restricted. That means if the queen tries to move out of the way, guess what? This rook comes over here and takes this king away. So this queen is now pinned, is now restricted, it's pinned and stuck, because it is right in front of a more valuable piece. In this position is a king. So this queen cannot move at all. A pin refers to when a piece is stuck and cannot move out of the way in fear of losing a more valuable piece right behind it. I'm going to show you a very common pin in this position right here. It's where you take a rook and you can move any of the rooks onto e1, and now you have created a pin of the queen to the king. Now whenever you're talking about a pin, you want to make sure that you are attacking a piece and then you're asking yourself, what is this piece being pinned to? Well, in this position it's a king. So this queen cannot move out of the way. It will most likely want to start trading off in order to reduce the damage that's being done to her, and eventually this rook is going to take that queen off that board. Here's another example of us trying to win the queen and also attacking the king right behind her at the same time. So that way we can win this queen in this position. So white has a piece to move and we have a bishop here, and I want to line up this bishop so that it attacks both directly on the queen and also attack the king right behind her at the same time. We're creating another double attack in this position. So we're going to move the bishop here to e2. Number one, we're pinning the queen to who? We're pinning the queen to the king. So it doesn't matter if we try to get this queen to move out into another position, this king cannot be attacked at all. So this queen is stuck here. So now most likely if we decide to put this king right here, this bishop will come and attack this queen. Or conversely, we can also just trade down. But guess what? The bishop is worth only 3 points, the queen is worth only 9 points. So then I would love to trade a bishop if I'm able to trade off for a queen. Not all pins involve taking away a queen or a rook off the board by pinning it to the king. Now in this position, I want to show you that you're able to win even a minor piece such as a knight or a bishop, because even though if you move this bishop right here, you can attack both this knight and this king, making sure that this knight is defenseless, that it cannot move anywhere. So in this position, I'm going to move the bishop over here to g3, attacking both the knight and the king, because this knight cannot move now because it will put its own king in check. So in actuality, even though if the king tries to get closer to save this knight, it'll be too late because this knight could not have moved and the bishop takes the knight for free. I would like for you to try to practice creating pin tactics in your chess games. Find a way to line up your rooks, line up your bishops, even line up your queens so that you can win material on the other side. I want to make sure that my opponent's pieces are restricted. They are pinned down. They cannot move at all, or else the more valuable piece behind them will be taken away from the attacking piece.